My name's Bailey. For those of you who don't know me, I do a lot of things here at church. But today I'm just going to be bringing you a short devotional. And my text for today is Matthew 9. I'm going to start in verse 35. It reads, "And Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. When he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted, and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest." Guys, Jesus is looking around and he sees this huge multitude. And he says that he's moved with compassion. His heart is moved because he sees that they are lost, like sheep having no shepherd. And so he gathers his disciples together and he says, "Hey guys, I want you to start praying that God would send forth people to reach this multitude." Guys, during our time of prayer and fasting over these next 40 days, my desire is really that our prayers wouldn't just be about you and me, but they'd really be about those people in our community who need the hope that only Jesus can offer. And not just our community, but communities around the world. That through these 40 days, First Bible would be praying for communities in different countries all around the globe. And that for 40 days nonstop, we would be praying for people groups in every single time zone. All over the world, this prayer would just push us to just get on our knees and say, "God, there's some hurting people. Could you send people to reach the hurting?" But it's interesting that if we look back to the passage in Matthew, the very next verse reads this, Matthew 10, verse 1. And it says, "And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease." See, these disciples had been praying, right? And they're asking God, "Hey, could you send forth these people to reach this multitude that Jesus asked us to pray about?" And in the very next verse, we see that Jesus looks at these 12 men and says, "Hey, I want you to go out and I want you to reach this multitude." Guys, my earnest prayer is yes, that we'd start praying not just for ourselves, but for the people in our community and communities around the world. But guys, my second desire is that because of these 40 days of prayer and fasting, maybe some of us will start going out and reaching people in our community, sharing the love of Jesus, the way that Jesus shared that love. And maybe some of us will decide to go out and reach other communities with the gospel. Guys, there's nothing greater than the commission that Christ has given us, to go and to reach all nations with his good news. So this is just a little of encouragement and maybe a little bit of a charge from God's word. Pray that God would send forth his laborers into the harvest. And then consider, am I one of those laborers?